Hi, this is Dave Aquino with ValueCharts.com, and I want to highlight the SPY this morning, in which the way it moved, creating the everyday profits opening range box right here. We established a high and low period of the opening range. Now, the opening range of the SPY was fairly narrow. So in my understanding of a narrow opening range, now the market is set up for a likelihood of pushing higher or lower. In this case with the SPY, we actually got a very sizable gap down, and then we had an attempt to break above the opening range. It failed the first time, and second time even failed to move above the opening range high. So we moved back to the middle of this very narrow opening range, and once we hit the middle of the range, we started to break lower. At this point, you notice where MQ momentum actually has a negative slope, and the VBT squeeze actually starts a squeeze back here when the prices are in the middle of the opening range. Now, the opening range can be considered, in this case, a breakout channel. And once we break below this swing low from roughly 1040, and we start doing it here at 11 o'clock, we break through the opening range and proceed to run lower. Now, if you were able to take this trade based on MQ Momentum's directional signal as well as VBT's squeeze signal, and the knowledge of how the opening range interacts with stock prices, you can see that this move and the subsequent move lower here later in the afternoon basically was foretold by the way price moved around the opening range and these two indicators. So a lot of opportunities in trading come about not by a single use of a technique or a single indicator signal going off, but by combination of all three with an understanding of how price action moves in a trending market. So again, successful movement of this trade. The SPY actually is down 1.22%. That is pretty strong for the S&P 500. So again, the opportunity is there if you know what to trade and you use the indicators in combination to support or refute particular trades. In this particular case, the technique as well as the indicators supported a move to the downside.